Hey, what is happening, folks? I hope you're staying warm. This is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you back another episode of The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, where we unbox, talk about all things pop culture, give my first reactions, mainly to Star Wars, Transformers, anime, McFarlane figures, sprinkled in with a bunch of other stuff. So if you like that kind of stuff, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button, and consider becoming a member. That might be cool, may not be, you never know. So today, we're gonna go, Monday's video, first of all, has been a fiasco. So my first video shot that I was gonna try, we're gonna do something. And so today, it's not gonna be a long one, but we're gonna do something today. So my first video was gonna be a Ranoa Zoro battle from One Piece, which was gonna be the anime heroes versus the SH Figure Arts, which we still have coming, but my SH Figure Arts figure that I got was broken out of the box. And so I had to return it, wait for another one to come in. And then I was doing the Voltron one, which was supposed to post on Monday, and for some reason it posted early, and so y'all got an extra treat on Friday of 2 videos. So or not Friday, Saturday. And so third attempt here, and we're gonna go to the world of the McFarlane verse, to Demon Slayer, and we're actually gonna take a look at something that I've had with me for a while, but I want to share with you because I'm getting ready to do an Inosuke battle. Inosuke with the McFarlane Inosuke versus the Figma Inosuke versus the Bandai Ultimates Inosuke, which you saw me review a long time ago. So to warm us up, to prep us for Lord Inosuke, I do have this Inosuke 12-inch McFarlane statue figure stand. So we're going to take a look at it, kind of take a look at some of the details, compare it with some of the other statues and things that I've got, and tell you if this is a good buy or if you should just pass it up. So let's go back to my lab and find out what this is all about. Lord Inosuke, beast breathing, first fang. Go back to the lab and open it. All right, Compachiro Kamaboko. Inosuke, who is one of the great characters from Demon Slayer. Not the best, but one of the great. He's up there. Voiced by Bryce Papenbrook, the English actor. I don't remember who the Japanese actor's name is, but if you're not watching Demon Slayer, I know that we're getting ready to have the Hashira training arc starting in a couple of weeks. It should be releasing in theaters, the first episode. So I can't wait for that. We just got finished with Swordsmith Village, which Inosuke was nowhere near in part of that. Spoiler alert, sorry. Inosuke was not in Swordsmith Village. But we got this when I ordered my McFarlane Demon Slayer Wave 2. I ordered the bundle from McFarlane Toys, which included every one of them. And I can tell you this right now, I will be ordering every McFarlane Demon Slayer figure because I think they're pretty awesome. If you've seen any of my previous reviews on the Tundra, Zenitsu, Nezuko, Tomioka, Shinobu, all the 5-inch figures and things like that, that's what they're there for. But this is a 12-inch statue, so it's already posed, it's already in a set pose and things like that. But this is for people who are looking for a good statue to have of their favorite character or one of their favorite characters from Demon Slayer. So here's the front of the package, just all opened up. So if you're an in-the-box collector, you can still keep it in the box, still see what's going on here. My box came a little bit beat up from McFarlane Toys, but that's okay since I'm going to be opening it up. This is the side of the box. The back of the box, we got a good old picture of Inosuke right there. And then the side of the box there too as well. So there he is right there. So let's get him out of this box and let's put him on my table. He's probably the closest I could do from a voice. All right, Compachiro, So, and then I don't know how he has that gruffly voice. Well, actually, if you want to know, I did at Yamacon, I did film the Bryce Papenbrook, Zach Aguilar panel, which he kind of talks a little bit about how he did Inosuke. I'll put a link to that too as well. But let's open it up. Let's get it out of the box. Well, so much for keeping the packaging in good shape. My lord, that was tough. But this is everything you get in the box with Lord Inosuke here, or King Inosuke, or what do you want to call him. This is all you get. And so let's take a look at just a few things that you do get in that box. I'm sorry, it's probably never going to be used again. Bye-bye box. I really messed up. So, of course, one of his swords is detached on here, and it is made of plastic. And you can kind of see just from a detail standpoint how that looks. Pretty good, pretty cool, love it. It's got the blue, it's got his chunky blade there. You also get this stand here, which goes into the back of Inosuke to have him standing on the Demon Slayer stand. And then of course you get Inosuke himself, and so which I didn't fully unbox because this is all taped on. Let me get that off here really quick. Let's sing you all the Demon Slayer song if I knew it. There we go. So putting them together, pretty simple. So you can kind of see back here, there's the hole where you would put this part in, and you would just kind of shove that in there. There's only one way it can go in. There's no multiple ways because it just kind of fits exactly like it's supposed to. And then of course, hole right there on the stand, and you put this right in that hole. And you just get it down there, get it squeezed in there good, and then we go ahead and put his sword in, which only goes in one way as well, and you have it right there, the Inosuke stand, the Inosuke posed figure. So what we're going to do, let's take a closer look at the details on this guy. And what I do love, let me get some more height here, some more height for my camera. Someday I'll invest in a good tripod that doesn't take up a lot of room, because right now I just don't have a lot of room where I'm at. And y'all been wondering, why are you wearing your hat? I'm in a cold room, folks. It's really, really cold. So at least want to keep my ears warm here. Of course, the rest of my body I don't care about. Just at least my ears, my head, I like to keep that warm. But I do have a standing desk and stuff like that will eventually transition to once we have some changes happen downstairs here. But here it is from a standpoint, from a statue standpoint. I'm going to bring in some more light here so we can kind of see some of the details. One of the things I love is very, very animation accurate. This is a pose that you would see Inosuke doing, jumping and just going straight into battle, fearless. The head sculpt looks really, really nice. I love the dirt effect here on the mask here. Of course there's his outfit right here that you can kind of see. Very, very good. The swords, again, made out of a hard plastic, so they won't bend, so you don't have to worry about that happening. And just a lot of really good, intricate details. I mean, they went for, they didn't go for like more of a realistic approach. Again, McFarlane went for like an anime kind of accurate approach, and I think they did a really good job here. Now, there is his head from the front. I love how his eyes do have that kind of like he's looking in two different directions, which is very Inosuke-ish on that. So very, very nice. There is the back. So you can kind of see where this plugs in. I don't know if that pushes in any further. That's okay if it doesn't, because you're not going to see the back of it. And then there is the side of Inosuke, and then back to the front. And so if you look kind of closer, the outfit, again, everything's a nice hard molded plastic. If you wanted to, I guess you can paint his toenails if you wanted to. If you wanted to weather it a little bit more, you could do that too as well. And then the stand, of course, has the Demon Slayer logo on it. Now, something I thought about doing, because I had this when we went to Yamacon, I thought it would have been a cool thing to have Bryce Papenbrook sign the stand, as well as Tanjiro sign the stand of his statue, which we'll show you here in just a moment. But yeah, there's not really much. If you were looking for playability or posability, this is not for you. Hopefully, down the road, maybe 3-0, who's made Jujutsu Kaisen, as well as Chainsaw Man and some other like 1/6 scale figures. We'll make some 1/6 scale Demon Slayer figures, because that would be very awesome. I'm kind of sad because we're getting close to the end of the anime, and if you've already read the manga has ended on that. So, but hopefully we can see that some post from 3-0 or Asmus Toys. They do a really good job too as well. I'm hoping to get the Asmus Toys Gojo, so that way I can compare them with the 3-0 one sometime, maybe when I get some more money. But let's bring in some of the other things that I have here to compare Lord Inosuke too, so I'm going to move him back a little bit. But before I do that, let's just show you from a measurement standpoint. So almost stands a foot because he's just he's floating. So it's about 11 inches there. But yeah, they consider that the 12-inch stand there. I've been robbed. It's like the Subway controversy all over. Subway sandwiches. I was going for a foot long, but I only got 11 inches. That doesn't sound right. But anyway, there is that Inosuke there. So I'm going to pull in a few other of the statues that we have. So the first statue that I do want to pull in, of course, is his Demon Slayer brother from another mother. This was from Wave 1. And this was the Tanjiro Demon Slayer statue, so you can kind of see right there. So that's cool. Hopefully they'll come out with a Zenitsu in his kind of like a thunder breathing comatose look there. So very, very good. Again, matches the aesthetic. I think it does a really, really great job of that. Cool, would be cool. I guess next time if I see Zach Aguilar and Bryce Papenbrook, I think I will take these and get these autographed just for my own personal collection. A lot of the autographs that I try to get, I try to use those for giveaways and stuff like that. So spoiler alert, 5,000 giveaway. You see those, see the Demon Slayer pops back there with all 4 of them. Yep, that's getting given away in the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. So subscribe if you're not subscribed. Then we have the 7-inch Batman right here. This is from The Flash. I don't know if I can get everything in the camera here. Golly, I gotta start pulling it back here. But yeah, there's the 7-inch Batman right there with them. So let me bring in some more realistic figures so that way you can kind of see where this kind of scales. This is the 7-inch Tanjiro. I don't have the 7-inch Inosuke because I'm saving him for our Inosuke battle that we'll have with Figma once I get those figures in. And Big Bad Toy Store was running a great deal on the Inosuke Deluxe Figma figure as well as the Zenitsu Deluxe Figma figure. So spoiler alerts. Guess what we got coming up soon here on The Good, The Bad, The Awesome. So there's that. Now, I do have an Inosuke figure, the Bandai Ultimates Inosuke. That's kind of cool. Maybe have a little Inosuke menagerie there. So that way we can have like just little poses and stuff like that. But the Bandai Ultimates, which you can pick up at any of your stores for about $17 here in the US. Let's bring in a 6-inch Black Series. That's Balin Skull. Y'all saw my review on that, hopefully. There he is. And a Voyager class, the new animated Prime that just came out not too long ago. Oh, he's kind of doing the Michael Jackson lean here. Let me get him standing right. There we are. And last but not least, so you can see from a masterpiece level, I've got a masterpiece scale Optimus Prime that we'll throw right in there. So that's just a little bit from a scale standpoint of how Lord Inosuke scales with a bunch of stuff here. So I think he really scales well with that 12-inch Tanjiro statue. Hoping it'd be cool for like the Hinokami Kagura effect there, right? And you can have it come out of his mouth and stuff like that. Someone please make that. That'd be great. So let's get together for some of my final thoughts on Lord Inosuke. Back for my final thoughts on the 12-inch McFarlane Inosuke from Demon Slayer, and here he is again. Just a really cool statue. Some pros about it. It looks just like Inosuke. It's got some animation accuracy to it and things like that. Some people will be con-wise. People will be turned off that it's not a figure that you can pose. Now I know there are more intricate, more designed statues out there, but are there some more intricate and designed statues that are $40 or less than that? You know, this was $40 at most places. You can get it for that. If you have certain memberships and things like that, and can find it on sale, you could probably get it for $30 or less. So just looking for it. But most of the really detailed statues I've been seeing are anywhere from the 100 to 200 range. A pretty decent one, about $50, $60. But yeah, but this, if you need a good Inosuke to add to your collection, that just doesn't break the bank, I think this would do it. The other cool thing too, like I said, I think this is a cool little idea to probably get this autographed and signed. Then you'd have a really cool memorabilia that would just kind of just really pop in any collection that you have, any anime, any manga collection. I think this would go really, really great with. If you don't have a lot of room, then you probably don't want this one, because again, 12-inch, it does take up a lot of room, but on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I'd say this is pretty awesome. I mean, it's not super awesome because it's not a figure you can kind of pose and put whatever figure you want, but I think McFarlane did a good job at putting him in a pretty good dynamic pose already on this, so I think that's something that's great there. So from a Demon Slayer aspect, I think this is really good. All we need some muscle mice and the little like chipmunk versions of Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Nezuko. For any of y'all that remember from the Mugen Train, then that's all we need, and we'll have a really cool Inosuke. The other thing cool that I wish that this had interchangeable heads, so that way you can have him without his mask on too as well. I think that'd be cool. I'd pay an extra, $10-15 to have an interchangeable head that I can pop this one off, put this one on, or just have I know what McFarlane did for Batman the Flash. They had a gold edition Keaton statue that had no cowl on, so maybe that's it. You do a gold edition, no cowl with the Inosuke, make some more money, whatever you want to do on that. So, but yeah, really love this statue, and I think you would like it too. So look for it in your local retailer where you usually go buy stuff. So with that, I'm gonna go warm up by the fire, get some chili or something like that, and go get ready to watch the Chiefs play the Bills. So with that, I just ask y'all, remember to stay young, have fun, and be Inosuke. No, be awesome. Y'all take care. Bye bye now.